There's something timeless about classic cars. The sound of old engines, the craftsmanship of chrome and wood, and the feeling that each piece of metal tells a story. Today we're diving into 10 fascinating pre-war classics, all priced below $25,000. Each of them has its own history, mechanical personality, and lesson in automotive evolution. 1. 1926 Chevrolet Superior Series X pickup, US $11,000. Let's start with one of Chevrolet's earliest workhorses, the 1926 Superior Series X pickup. Under the hood, it's powered by a 4-cylinder, 171 cubic inch engine, making just 26 horsepower, which may sound small today, but back then, it could haul everything from tools to timber. What makes this truck fascinating is its combination of wood and steel. A wooden bed, wood-framed roof, even a wooden steering wheel. You can almost feel how transportation evolved from carriages to automobiles. Compared to Ford's Model T pickups, the Chevy felt a bit more refined, smoother clutch, slightly higher compression, and more torque at low speed. The maintenance tip here, keep that wooden bed sealed and protected from humidity, and check the magneto ignition system. It's the heart of the system. Mechanically simple, yes, but a perfect reminder that reliability doesn't need luxury. 2. 1930 Ford Model A 2-door, US $18,500. Just 4 years later, Ford had mastered the art of modern simplicity. The 1930 Model A was a huge leap from the Model T. Stronger brakes, smoother gearbox, and better styling. This black 2-door version from Georgia is all steel, upgraded with a 350 cubic inch V8 and front disc brakes, blending vintage bodywork with modern power. The interesting contrast here is philosophy. Where Chevrolet kept evolving their inline fours, Ford embraced mass production and interchangeability. From a mechanical standpoint, a Restomod like this gives the best of both worlds. Classic appearance with the reliability of a small block V8. My tip for owners, if you run a modern drivetrain in a pre-war chassis, always reinforce the crossmember and upgrade the steering geometry. It's the secret to keeping it safe and smooth. 3. 1930 Ford Crown Victoria Touring Sedan, US $16,500. Next, a rare gem. The 1930 Ford Crown Victoria Touring Sedan, finished in dark cherry and black. This one's equipped with a 5-speed overdrive transmission, something you'd never expect in a car from 1930. The dual side-mounted spares and rear trunk give it that elegant, Great Gatsby vibe. I love how this car bridges two worlds, vintage Ford reliability with just enough modern comfort to make long drives possible. Historically, the Model A's chassis was versatile. It became the base for countless hot rods, coupes, and touring cars. If you own one, remember this: gear oil is your friend. Keep that differential and transmission well lubricated, and it'll outlast most modern cars. 4. 1930 Chrysler CJ Business Coupe, $15,000. While Ford and Chevy were chasing the masses, Chrysler focused on refinement. The 1930 Chrysler CJ Business Coupe came with advanced engineering for its time, hydraulic brakes, and a smooth inline-six engine. This particular green and tan example remains all original, down to its paint and interior. Original cars like this are time machines. Every worn switch and cracked leather tells you it's been driven, not just displayed. Compared to Ford's Model A, the Chrysler offered a quieter cabin and longer wheelbase. It felt more professional, aimed at traveling salesmen and executives. For maintenance, originality means responsibility. Never over-restore. Keep what's authentic, replace only what's essential for safety. That's the real art of preservation. 5. 1930 Plymouth 30U Business Coupe, $44,995.
And finally, the most modern of the five, a 1930 Plymouth 30U completely reimagined as a custom build. Originally, the 30U was Plymouth's step into innovation. Stronger chassis, improved engine cooling, and better brakes than many rivals. But this orange coupe takes that spirit further, now running a 350 cubic inch V8, automatic transmission, and four-wheel disc brakes. Inside, you'll find a full custom beige interior with leather seats, matching door panels, and even ambient lighting, a rare luxury in a pre-war body. Cars like this show how craftsmanship evolves. While purists prefer originality, builds like this preserve the soul of the car by keeping it relevant and drivable. My mechanical insight? If you upgrade to modern disc brakes, make sure to adjust proportioning valves carefully. Older frames can behave differently under hard braking. Six, 1929 Peerless 661 four-door sedan, $21,000. Now we enter the world of refinement with the 1929 Peerless 661 sedan. Peerless was once among the three Ps of American luxury, alongside Packard and Pierce Arrow. This particular car spent over 45 years in one family before a full nut and bolt restoration gave it new life. Under the hood lies a Continental 11E engine paired with a 3-speed manual gearbox. With its two-tone beige paint, new chrome, and freshly upholstered interior, it's as elegant as any luxury car of its time. Maintenance tip? Keep the cork gaskets and mechanical linkages well oiled. Peerless cars reward precision care. It's rare, stately, and a pleasure to drive. 7. 1930 Ford Model A Rumble Seat Coupe, $17,000. Back to Ford, but this time the fun version, the 1930 Model A Rumble Seat Coupe. A true people's favorite, this model included a small rumble seat at the back, perfect for open-air touring. It's fully restored mechanically, with new tires, brakes, and steering, built for long-distance adventures. Its dark blue body and black fenders still shine beautifully, showing off the balance of form and function that Ford mastered. Maintenance insight? Regularly grease the kingpins and steering rods. It keeps the ride light and responsive. This car isn't about power, it's about pure, simple enjoyment.
8. 1922 Ford Model T Touring, $11,000. Stepping even further back in time, we reach the car that started it all, the 1922 Ford Model T Touring. This was the automobile that truly democratized travel, turning horse-drawn roads into highways of progress. Under its hood is a 2.9-liter four-cylinder, modest yet nearly indestructible. With just 20 horsepower, it still managed to cross continents, slowly but surely. This three-owner example still starts easily after decades, showing just how simple and robust these machines were. Driving a Model T is an experience in itself. 3 pedals that don't do what you expect, a hand throttle, and a starting crank that reminds you why mechanics mattered. Maintenance note: keep the planetary transmission oil fresh. Thick oil equals rough shifts. The Model T wasn't glamorous, but it was the car that gave ordinary people extraordinary possibilities. 9. 1929 Ford Model A Roadster, $18,000. If the coupe was practical, the Model A Roadster was pure fun. With its open top and light off-white body, it captures the spirit of 1920s motoring. Wind in your hair, simplicity underfoot. This one features a 6-volt electrical system and a recently resealed engine, preserving its authentic mechanical rhythm. Ford's Roadster variants were a favorite among early hot rodders because they were light, agile, and endlessly customizable. Compared to the Peerless or Chrysler from the same decade, the Roadster feels youthful, less about prestige, more about joy. Pro tip: Never let it sit for months without starting. Flathead engines love to run, and circulation keeps seals healthy. It's proof that sometimes the simplest car gives the purest pleasure. 10. 1929 Ford Model A Shay Replica, $13,600. Finally, something a little different. The 1929 Ford Model A Shay Replica, a tribute built during the late 1970s to celebrate the Model A's 50th anniversary. Though it looks like a pre-war classic, underneath lies modern 1980s Ford engineering, a 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine, manual gearbox, and front disc brakes. Its fiberglass body keeps it light, while subtle modifications, like bomber-style seats and a custom shifter, make it far more comfortable than the original. Shay replicas allowed enthusiasts to enjoy vintage looks without the mechanical challenges of antique ownership. Maintenance advantage. Unlike original Model A's, this one can cruise at 65 miles per hour all day without overheating, a nod to practical restoration philosophy. Historically, cars like this prove how nostalgia and innovation can coexist, the past reborn from modern roads. From the practical Chevrolet Independence to the luxurious Peerless, these 10 machines represent more than old cars. They're snapshots of innovation, craftsmanship, and human ambition. Each one tells a different chapter of automotive history, reminding us that progress is built on passion. Whether you prefer the smooth hum of a Peerless engine or the honest simplicity of a Ford Model T, every one of these classics carries the same message. Great engineering never dies. It just keeps rolling through time.